Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Man, so it is really just nobody knows what to do anymore, right? Now that Gigas is gone,
now that Gigas
we don't have anything to do.
Not that Gigas is gone. Now that Gigas has gotten his ass kicked and Rainbow Gotchard has proven that he's not really that much of a threat anymore. Now they have all the chemis. It's like, well, we've taken care of Gigas. We've taken care of the Dragon Balls of this season. What else do we do? I guess
we got rid of Garyon. Garyon
has been gone, and he may never come back, as this episode reveals. Which, honestly, good. There's so many things that are revealed in this episode that are like, I feel like if we had worked with some of this information earlier on, like if we just worked this in a little bit,
this was like stuff that was established like way better.
Yeah,
instead of just being established now.
I could roll with this. Yeah. Now I'm just going. Okay, so this goes back to what we said about when Garyon got defeated. It felt like then, like so we shot our load. We've done it all. We did the whole thing. We have to figure out what the fuck to do, and then we get Renge's whole side story at her village and all that shit. And all the other, like, weird side story stuff, whatever.
Tariq, we gotta pull out a scope. Don't you watch Slice of Life?
God damn.
That's every Slice of Life anime, at some point, you've got to do the
culture festival, and somebody's gonna do Romeo and Juliet, or Beauty and the Beast, or some other shit that makes the protagonist and the heroine fucking kiss each other. Oh my god. Even though they have...
Love our Western influence, over there.
Yeah,
They love those stories.
But, man, really, just... Once again, they ended things too early. Like, they ended things too early narratively, and then they went, oh shit, I guess we gotta figure out some more stuff to throw in. Gigas has siblings. Oh. Everybody has siblings. There's 3 of everybody.
Look, remember. It's the rule of 3.
Yeah, the rule of 3.
This show has been operating on the rule of 3.
Yeah, that's what they mean. That's what they mean in design, right? With the rule of 3s, it's three sex doll human artificial human sisters, 3 Kamen Riders using the same driver but with a different name, and 3 Abyssalist Kings, all doing serving basically the same purpose and being variants of the same person.
There's all of man. Okay, is the number 3 relevant in alchemy in any way? Hold on. I feel like we looked this up already.
We know that 3 is literally the Abyssalist Sisters.
Boy, man,
is supposed to be a role.
It turns out Search of Alchemy 3 does not give me the results I want.
I'm gonna look up.
Okay. It to a marketing agency in Georgia. Because there's a marketing agency in Georgia called Alchemy 3.
Okay.
And that's a sick name. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I have looked up alchemical numerology. There's hold on. Amazon is trying to sell me something. The System of Alchemical Numerology. Alchemy as Numerology by Daniel Reurink. It is $2.99 for Kindle, or I can read it for free with my 30-day trial if I got, I guess, Kindle Unlimited. This was published in 2020. That is too recent to be publishing something about alchemical numerology. Oh boy.
Oh, man. Now, look, it takes time. It takes time for you to study that stuff, right? He's been working on this for a while, He waited until 2020 to release the data to the public, right? He's like, hey, I got the story figured out. I cracked the code, guys.
Oh, boy. This guy has... Okay, I can't tell if he's serious or if he's writing stuff for, people to add to their D&D books, because there's... So, other top Daniel Reurink titles for you. The Perennial Singularity, right? Okay, that sounds fucking insane.
Okay. Oh, AI? Is that about AI?
I guess, I don't know. What's his idea on the third singularity? Order and Disorder.
Oh, man.
A synthesis of sacred cow, or Chow, which is not about the Chow Garden in Sonic. It's the concept of entropy in an open or closed system is defined by the universal formula.
Oh man, this guy, I bet he wrote that after he watched...
And also the foundation of the law of thermodynamics. So that's a thing. And then the third one is just the Pantheon Wizard's Way, which I don't know... Okay, I think this might be just a novel. The Musings of the Wind Through the Magical Land of Rhine. This is the beginning of beginning tales of thought and philosophical mediations preceded in a story in point form. It is in essence a great metaphor for truth and wraps its weaving spells around the words which are contained within. The characters in work are I don't think he's spelling things right. Statine, Statine? That's not a word. And our whispers from... No, it's actually... Okay,
Man, did you read his...
Hold on. This is actually... He actually wrote this wrong. He wrote the wrong in this one line. Look, the last sentence. The characters in works are soul Statine and our whispers from the voice within. So
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
So I don't think I'll take my numerology lessons from him. I'm just gonna look at fucking goddamn. I'm gonna just look at.
Man, did you read his? Did you click the about the Arthur?
Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a whole. Right, I don't know what's going on with all them words and stuff.
He just put definition. He just put definition for other word as his bio. You know, right? I was like, okay, sure.
Oh God!
All right, I don't think we can trust this guy. But you know, what we can trust.
There is something about prime numbers apparently in numerology.
Ooh.
Wait. Hold on. What does Terrence
evil descent?
What does Terrence Howard take on the number 3?
Oh man, does he believe that number? I don't think he believes that number.
I'm going to Teriology. You introduced the episode.
All right. Hey. It's evil descends. The Thrice-Greatest Dark King. You know, right? Look. I love how we have to open up with this with the Abyssal sisters, right? With Klothos and Atros, because they're like the only ones with any motivation to do anything right now, because they're like, oh, yeah, man. That was our boss.
Yeah.
You know, right? We are out of a job again somehow.
Yeah.
You know, right? We need something to keep us motivated, right? Because we can't open it on our main characters. They're all celebrating the end of their story. All right. Hey, Giz is gone. We got nothing else to do now. You know, I guess we could go back to living our life as a normal high schoolers, right? Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. So hey, no, it's not. It's not. Gigas is not gone. He's still partially alive. But but who's this? It's fuck. But their names are what? Glam and...
It's Gelia and Germain. It's like the Jackson 5, but it's the Abyssal 3. They're all kind of named the same thing. Like,
yeah.
Let's see. What... Yeah, it's...
Right, but yeah, it's that, look, it's Gigas' brother, and boy, man, in comparison...
Oh, man, Germain fucks! Germain fucks! Germain is the best one. We should have started with Germain.
Like, he's the leader, right?
I mean, it's implied that Gigas was...
I think the problem is I think their designs are too simplified when you compare it to Gigas.
Yeah,
right?
I mean...
Like, if they didn't tell me that they were the leaders, I thought these were amalgams that were sentient or were smart enough to be promoted, right?
It feels like
hey, we're...
But, I mean...
Right,
they're technically.
Right, if you look at their design, right, like it's like they realized they ran out of budget. Like, oh man, we can't make these guys look cool. And like Gigas is the only one that stands out between. Like, there's like they don't look equal in terms of design. You know, right? You can clearly tell that man, they definitely play a favorite with Gigas.
Yeah,
like, hey,
I will say though,
hey, I get a cool
At least Germain.
I get a hood. I get a shoulder.
Yeah, I get a don't ask questions about what I do when I ride through the night and have a cross.
Right, you know, like his design actually stands out in comparison to which I actually thought these were just like grunts. You know?
Yeah, or like backup that he was calling for.
Oh wait, no wait. Yeah, but we find they're also the Abyssal King. Right? Oh yeah. We're all yeah. We all share the same title, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
like never found that Garion was a doll.
Yeah, I guess.
They just
Garion was also a doll that we made, and also Jermaine ate him.
Yeah, and you think about it, we are actually your grandparents, you know, right? Come give Grandpa and Grandma
put down your fidget toy with an all gold Rubik's cube. I killed your dad.
Right, we haven't seen you since the pandemic.
Oh, I just want to pinch your chubby little cheeks and suck you into the door of darkness.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so then we found out, it was Jermaine was the one that...
Yeah, it was the one that reached out.
Gary, I was like, oh.
So it wasn't even Gigas to begin with?
Okay, sure.
Cool, okay. And then...
Yeah, so I guess they have a monstrous form?
I guess they have a jumbo form, or maybe it's when they're all... Maybe that was them all formed together. I don't really know. It still feels like we don't know what the fuck the deal is with why Door big, but they small. But most I can think of is they all share the same title because they're all...
Oh man, do you think it's like a Darkseid situation, you know, right? How Darkseid is actually bigger than the universe, and so in order for him to like go on Earth, he has to set like an avatar of himself, right?
I mean,
you know, it has to be like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's... Or there's it's just splitting the power and... But we've also had Gigas say that he split his power to make the chemis, but then Jermaine and the other and Garaya are also saying or Garia, whatever, are both saying like yeah, but we also had a part in it. So it's like, well, did you split it up evenly? How does Gigas was going after the egg inside of Hotaro because it was a part of him. But what it seems based off of this at the end with Jermaine, that's a part of all of them, that they all need it.
Oh man, is this like a Naruto Shadow Clone?
Were all of the chemis actually the glue that kept them together? Like actually the chemis were just band-aids sticking them together, where you just lick the back of a thing and like stick it onto something and that holds for a little bit.
Right, yeah. Right, yeah, it's fucking great. You know, but yeah.
But hey,
now they're here.
They're here and they have a target. The ultimate Kamen Rider. The one that we need to come and get this whole time. Kamen Rider, Wind. It's always been Wind. It's actually, we're going back to Rene and her deadbeat dad.
Yeah. Look. The activity's gone. He can come back into her life now.
Yeah,
you know?
they finally... Now that the problems are all cleared up, he can finally come back. The explanation of I've been tending to my wounds and trying to recover for the last year, essentially, isn't really that believable to me, but okay, sure.
I mean, he did get blown up. He did get blown up and attacked by three girls, you know.
I mean, yeah, but...
They did fire a bunch of... I don't know, but he definitely took his time. He was like, I think he was just waiting, you know, till the contract was off, and he was like, oh yeah, now until you can visit and not pay anything extra.
Oh man,
you know?
I'm so glad. Glad that I can see you. Oh man, what? No, there's no issue with your like a thing that your clause that your mom put in like the custody dispute. Also, I will say, unfortunately, Teriology does not say anything on the number 3. It's just a whole lot of shit about shapes, and the number 1 being... There's a lot of shit about shapes, man. It's really weird. There's some stuff about, like, bubbles, and, like, bubbles need to be round. Since I was a child...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like my bubbles to be round. It makes sense that bubbles, you know, right?
This is apparently the quote from the Rolling Stone article where all this shit started. Since I was a child of 3 or 4, I was always wondering, you know, why does a bubble take the shape of a ball? Why not a triangle or a square? I figured it out. First of all, a triangle and a square are 2 different kinds of shapes because one is 2-dimensional, one is 3-dimensional.
What the...
But, yeah, this is just,
Wait, what the fuck? You mean the shape of a spear? Is that what he meant? What do you mean? What the fuck is a ball? He's already incorrect, but not ignoring the fact that all this is insane.
I mean,
he's already incorrect.
It's pretty crazy. This is
right.
The quotes are really great.
He knows, boy. I hope Terrence Howard knows what a spear is. You know, right? Or else, once he finds out that his spear is a thing, he's gonna fucking lose his mind. Right.
I don't. It's Teriology is the gift that keeps on giving, because it's just fucking great. This is the last century that our children will ever have been taught that 1 times 1 is 1. They won't have to grow up in ignorance. 20 years from now, they'll know that 1 times 1 equals 2. No, they won't. Stop it. Oh, fuck. Anyway, everybody's dilly-dallying, and then it's like, oh shit, I guess we were about to get, the Alchemy Society still sucks because they're trying to make us give back our chemis, which is fucking stupid.
Oh, but I guess they recovered from after their third member, right? Their other member.
We've had one of our key council murdered in front of us from a direct attack.
Yeah, boy, man, dude, do you think they spending this time trying to turn him back into a human or something? They're like, all right, look, he's all right, we gotta gather his particles.
Do you think the Alchemy Society does a thing like okay, the question is, does it work on like deciding?
There's only one of two things that they did, right? They either put it back together, you know?
Which they did not.
Immediately started mind wiping every single person in relation to the hell. I mean, they had to go to his wife, his child, his actual family, his parents, they had to go through the list of making sure that everyone, right, that there was no evidence of him ever existing.
I don't think that they put him back together. I think they just went at it Pope style, and then they just thought about it for a while, and then a puff of white smoke went up one day from a chimney, and they were like, "We've found a new member."
Right, but yeah. Hey, look, the Alchemy Society's like, hey, we want the cards.
Yeah, and everybody's like, okay, cool, but we don't want to give up our cards. We just got our cards, actually.
Yeah,
we like our shiny cards.
You know. Yeah, hey, school's over for you guys, you know.
Yeah, you've done your job. This is supposed to be an academy based off of learning alchemy, and you have spent the entire last calendar year just collecting collectible cards. But no, you're not going to. You can't do anything else right now. You've done everything you need to do. You can come back now. You guys can stop.
Yeah. I don't know how Octopus contacted Renee.
I also was curious about that because I thought this child doesn't have a phone.
Right, because most of the time it's just Renee walking around and Octopus is the one that contacts.
Yeah, just surprises her and Jesus Christ, there's an unintended child again.
You're right. Why are you approaching me, child?
Yeah.
You know, right? That's not a good thing, right? Yeah. So I think it's funny that Renee approaching afterwards. Like, man, how did this happen? Right? Because I'm just sure that Atropos does not know how to use modern communication.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. She does not have a phone system to use. She is not on the social media apps.
Right. So I don't know how she is contacting her to have her meet up in this location, which is right, because you think this is what? I don't even know where the fuck. This is the side of a building.
Yep, some random, maybe a parking lot.
The second or third floor.
This is the side.
No, they're on the stairs.
I mean, but it's the stair. I guess it's the stairs between two apartment buildings. I guess maybe, or a fire exit.
Right. So is it a fire exit? At least be on the second. They have to at least be on the second floor or something, you know. This is man, what a right. And if you look at it, it looks like Renee is approaching, right? Is walking up.
Yeah. Oh
right?
yeah. So Atropos has been standing here.
The second floor of somewhere.
Atropos has been standing here unopposed for some time.
All right. Do you think she sent a little message? Hey, meet me on the second floor of the apartment building. I'll be waiting.
This is it's actually Renee's house. She's actually just been sitting in front of her staircase.
Right, it's really funny. This is the weirdest fucking location to find. Yeah, you know. But yeah, hey, look, Octopus gives Renee more information about her dad than she actually.
Yeah, I know where your dad is, which is something that you never want to hear from somebody else. I know where your dad is. Do you? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your dad is? That's so terrible. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Dad. It's fucked up. It's such a power move to tell somebody, I know where your dad is. Do you? Ooh.
It's fucking great. But yeah, hey, Klothos breaks.
Yeah, Klotho is somehow able to get there before anybody else, and is able to use the new power up that she got from Jermaine. Is it a cool new like power suit thing? No, her hair is messy now. She went from the tight ponytail to white girl that went down to the Bahamas and got her hair did.
Yeah, look, she's always celebrating Black History Month.
Boy. Right? Oh, but is she allowed to is the question. Is she allowed to?
Look, maybe she attended a church on a Sunday.
She knows the story of Juneteenth.
Yeah, right. Right. Also, yeah. Then immediately. Oh no, it is not. It is not.
You fell for another clone.
It is another fake.
You fell for it again. Ooh.
Once again, the shadow clone trick works.
Yeah.
Man, he keeps. How does he keep getting away with using these shadow clone tricks? You
can't catch me. Right. If CPS can't catch me and the IRS can't catch me, what makes you think that a homunculus bitch coming at me with fucking racially insensitive hairstyles is going to be able to catch me?
Well, yeah, but no. It turns out he wasn't hiding in another safe
Nope, just
house.
in a closet. He was just in a closet. He just was a few steps away from his other's form.
Of the same room. It's so like, this clone kind of defeats the purpose.
Oh, yeah. Also, if the clone is right there just doing the work for him while he rests, couldn't he have just had the clones, like, perform first aid medical attention to him? Like, if I could make shadow clones, I'd have them, like, pull things like splinters out of spots that I can't quite reach.
Yeah, it's real funny. Also he's supposed to be recovering his energy, but he's using. I have to assume this is like a shadow clone situation where he has to be.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, there's still an amount of energy being exhausted in making the shadow clone. So if you're going to make the shadow clone.
Right, and maintaining it, right? Right, if he's off resting, and this shadow clone is actually going through that, I was like, alright, I gotta perform alchemy, right? Hey, can I borrow some more energy? I know you're recovering it, but I kind of needed more right now.
Yeah, the clone got its head kicked right the fuck off, and it was like, oh boy, well I know I apparently made the clone to just doodle more Gotchard driver designs. I swear to God, if he was drawing another fucking slap-on attachment for the fucking Gotchard driver, I'll scream.
Man, I actually thought he was designing something for the movie because
I thought it might be the movie too. But based on the fact that it's supposed to be like based off of Daybreak and something around that, that doesn't look like.
Oh no! Did you not see the new poster?
Oh, there's another new
with the new forms.
I mean, I saw the one with Rainbow. Is there one for Daybreak too?
Oh no! There's no Daybreak. They revealed the full poster. They showed off the movie exclusive.
Okay. Okay.
Let me post it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Because I saw the original poster where it was like Rainbow, Gotchard, and Daybreak. I saw those.
Yeah. That's the first one. They revealed the second.
Okay.
Now, all right. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. All right. This is the new poster.
Okay.
Right. Do. Right. Do.
Okay. So. All right. So we got. I mean that's all right. So we got the legend is here for no fucking reason. Okay.
What do you mean? He's always legend. Has to be. This is his story,
I'm just saying what I'm looking at from here is still no dread. Still no dread.
Yeah, I think they just.
Yeah, we fucking forgot that dread was a thing.
V cinema.
Yeah.
Fuck. Where'd it go? I literally just had the. I lost it. I immediately lost it. Up.
There's a man in his underwear. I did hear about comedians being in this. I don't like that though.
Oh yeah. Okay, here's the link. All right, let me quickly copy this image. Here's the movie form, by the way.
Okay.
It's uploading. Beep beep boop up up up. It's uploading to the cloud. The cloud's taking its time.
All right, I'm seeing it.
There you
go. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, boy, You know, boy, this is a lot. This is a lot to take in. I don't know if I think it's better than Rainbow Gotchard, but it sure is something. This sure is a lot.
And look, we don't have to worry about this form until we watch the movie, yo. And look, we're not seeing the shoes. Maybe the shoes completes the ensemble, you know, right? You know,
I mean, maybe it does.
Right?
It looks like there's some kind of like foot bit that like does have something with the boots. I mean.
Right, you know, look, right, look, it may be a Monster Hunter situation, you know.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta check
until you get the full armor set.
Yeah, you can't get it all.
You gotta look to see how the full armor. You know, right? Look for all the bonus, but yeah, he is not. He is destroying the exact same thing we already knew. I for some reason when I first saw the image, I thought this was the Gotchard type, but for some reason it had like USB ports.
Yeah, no,
like the double driver.
Nope.
Right? Until I realized, oh wait,
the
no,
Gotchard driver already has that stuff.
Are being yeah, I was like, oh nope, yeah, it is. I don't know, the strongest way. Yeah, it is not. Then there's just a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, look, it's Kamen Rider Win. Remember him?
Yeah.
It's the
remember how he was super cool because he has the power of Bahamut, one of the strongest fucking summons in goddamn Final Fantasy, and the power of a black hole. Yeah, he gets his ass kicked in about 30 seconds by Clotho, whose power is just changing her fashion. And then the Abyssalist Kings walk in.
He's an old man, you know. He's not cut up for the fashion world. Look, in the fashion world, look, it changes, you know, right? One minute in style, the next second it's out of style.
Yeah, I guess so.
Know, right? You gotta keep up. You gotta keep up in the fashion world, you know.
He
immediately gets his ass beat, you know.
And then the Abyssalist Kings show up. All three of them just walk right into his house. Luckily, the kids are right on their heels with Exceed Fighter. Are we going to see an Exceed Fighter form?
So nope. They are definitely in the fucking mirror dimension where the
the Ouroboros realm, right? Yeah, the Ouroboros realm, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay, I had to make sure. I was like, all right, wait a minute, man, where has he been like living in like on the outskirts of town this entire time? Oh no. Okay, I had to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she's amazed at the fact that there's 3 kings as well. I was like, oh man, do you not know about this?
Yeah, he did not know.
How much stuff is the Alchemy Society hiding?
Yeah, he didn't know it. They didn't know it. Everybody's stupid apparently. But yeah, Jermaine is really showing up and stealing the show. Really, he has got so much more character as a villain than anybody else that we've dealt with. Like when he's introducing himself,
he is loving it, you know.
And when he's talking about all of this shit and talking about how they're like, oh, they're pests. That little bit at like 8:37, 8:38 or whatever, where he's like walking towards him like rawr, rawr, rawr. He's just like
Hey, look, he knows there's 9 episodes left. He's like, man, I don't fucking, look, man, there's 9 episodes. I'm gonna do the shit out of these 9 episodes.
Yeah, I'm having fun with this shit.
Until my intended death.
Yeah.
I look.
Yeah, I'm a dude with a bunch of arms strapped to my chest.
I might be only sign on, you know, right? I might be only sign on for a few episodes, but I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna milk this shit for all it's worth. Yeah.
But yeah, everyone gets their ass.
Yeah, they all try to fight and then they lose.
Hey, here's a fucking advance. Here's an advanced fucking Here's a golem now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just made. This
feels really late to be introduced.
Also, this is after we already had a situation where it seemed like, oh, it's pretty intimidating that Gigas could just make amalgam out of a stray chemi, and then it's like, yeah, but what if he just made like just a thing, like just made a fucking golem? Like I feel like this is the suit that I feel like Clotho deserved to get, right? Like Clotho got robbed by not getting to like transform into like this, but like maybe a little bit more individualized. Even if it was just this is still cooler than like if they combined the form that she has with the Abyss gear with one of these to make like a Clotho amalgam with the golem, that would be interesting. That is not what we got.
Oh man, yeah, you know what would be cool, right? If so Gigas does stupid amalgam bullshit, right?
Yeah.
While German does golem, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then they combine. Oh yeah. And then he puts his golem power.
Yeah, and
with her.
Yeah, and who knows what the fuck Garia does?
And then she becomes some weird. Right, to become some weird hybrid thingy.
Man. Hey, call us, Toei. We've got ideas for the last 10 episodes of Gotchard. We can help you pull this ship. We can help you write this ship up.
Yeah, and then the golem does the best move that any character can do by just throwing a rock at
Big rock, rock strong, rock smash.
Yeah, rock. Hey, but there's a reason why Rock beats Scissors, you know.
Yeah, right. And to be fair, he just has scissors. His big fucking sword is no match. Spotter's sword is no match to the power of Rock. And unfortunately,
Spotter immediately eats it.
Yeah, Spotter once again taking the L's. But yeah, Jermaine, whatever. I'm just calling him Jermaine still. Continues to just fucking soak it up and put his hand, like he steps up on the railing, is putting his hand on his fucking golem's head, just eating up this screen time. Honestly, the best villain we've gotten in this entire show.
Oh yeah, he's like the only villain with like an actual character and personality, you know, right? That isn't like, oh boy, I'm evil.
Yeah, I'm spooky and I like gold. Ooh.
Yeah. They cannot beat them, you know, right? It
luckily, apparently they had the power of. Luckily, they had the power of just teleporting the fuck out at any point in time, so they could have just grabbed.
You know, that's why in Pokemon, I always put in a smoke ball.
Yeah, you always gotta have that smoke ball so you can get the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, right? Look, that's ancient. Yeah. That's ancient alchemy right there.
You know what? You know what also is ancient alchemy? Siblings bullying each other and knocking them to the ground and slapping them in the face. Because holy shit, Jermaine, again, can't stop talking about him. Greatest fucking thing to ever happen in the show. Knocks Gigas to the ground and just starts slapping him in the fucking face. Which is such a fucking funny move.
Oh yeah,
just going, you're a bitch. Yeah, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Why are you doing this?
Definitely big brother.
Yeah.
He is definitely the big brother energy of the group.
Yeah.
You know, Gigas is definitely the youngest of the family. It's definitely the youngest, you know, and then immediately, also Jermaine, hey, he believes in beating the heroes and beating the villains. Immediately slap the shit out of Clone. He's like, okay.
Yeah. What the fuck is the point of you? Why are you even here?
He just slaps her and walks off like, all right, I have my time.
I mean, it was also completely unnecessary. He just knocked the die out of. He slapped her so hard. Oh, what is it? Oh, the Scott Pilgrim thing. It's like you slapped her so hard the dye came out of her hair or whatever. When Knives gets the shit slapped out of her, and, like she loses the blue streak or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knocked her so hard she de-transformed, which is fucking great too.
Yeah, everyone gets back to the alchemy, and they realize, oh wait, you're the real one.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, so we have to ask Dad. Legally, you have to tell me, are you a simulacrum? Okay, if you're a doppelganger, by law, you have to tell me. That's the rules. Okay.
The line from Ride, like her first actual speaking line to her dad, you know, right? That's not a dream sequence.
That's not a dream sequence or a memory or again a doppelganger sent to protect her, quote unquote.
Yeah, her first line to her dad after not seeing him for what?
A year.
10 years?
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been 10 years, which also, I mean, to be fair. I guess he was on the run for 10 years because he was framed by Garion. But then also it's been 10 years. It's also been a year since the random kid that she just met this year met your dad in, like, the park of, like, the Ouroboros world randomly. And he was like, oh, that guy, that's your dad? I saw him, like, homeless in the park, like, 3 weeks ago. He handed me this fucking big box thing and some trading cards. Why? What's wrong? Is he missing?
Yeah. I fucking love that her first line to is, you're my real dad, right?
Yeah.
What an insane line.
Yeah, we didn't just bring back some weird. We didn't just bring back some clone, right? We didn't just risk our lives for like bullshit. You're not gonna disappear and turn into like liquid again, and we're gonna have to go find you like a goddamn legendary bird in Pokemon, right? And he's like, "What the fuck's a legendary bird?" It's like, "Well, you would know if you had been around for my birthday, Dad."
Crazy line that she says.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he said, "Oh yeah, but I just been hiding for the last year. I
got really fucked up.
I've been gathering my chakra.
I needed to sleep. I needed to sleep it off away from you, away from anybody else.
Look, I probably couldn't heal fast if I just put like some bandages on.
Or again, if I had one of my duplicates like just wrap my bandages or like do the bullet removal from my arm that I couldn't do myself or whatever, dig that out.
Maybe I would have healed faster if I wasn't also wasting energy while I was healing, having my clones do who the fuck knows what.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, so they immediately have like 2 lines, and then he just stops talking.
Yeah, and he stops talking to her. He goes,
you think
he goes,
be a
no, I'm not gonna hug.
Right,
he doesn't even. They don't even hug or anything. There's no emotion to it. He just goes, yeah. Anyway, by the way.
Oh shit! Is that a fucking toy dragon? Oh man, that's so fucking cool. We didn't have that as I was a kid.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's probably the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, that's crazy. No. Hey, shut up, child. I don't care about you. What? Oh yeah, that egg. That egg's super cool. Oh yeah. Hey, random kid that I met last year. Even though I actually met him in the past and didn't tell anybody about it then, don't worry, we'll explain that later. It's totally cool, not weird and creepy. You're the most important one. And then Spawner is
here's a bunch of exposition.
Yeah, here's a bunch of exposition, and Spawner being a tool simply because they need Spawner to go against the grain because that's his character arc. Sure, fine, whatever, fuck it. Go leave the scene for the rest of the show. I don't care. Anyway, then they do finally hug, and then he goes, and then he's like, I need to go. Actually, though, I really do need to see a hospital. I've been really letting this wound fester, and it's like pus infected.
For the last year, I have been treating myself with leaves and whatever the fuck I could find in the woods.
I would really like some penicillin, please. Please, if we could just...
Even though in the Ouroboros world, there are modern buildings and modern-looking machinery, none of them actually work. There is no modern hospital.
Yeah.
There is no hospital in the Ouroboros
There's
world.
no buildings.
There's doors, there's stairs, there's... Right there's hold on. I'm gonna quickly look at where they were just.
I mean, it looks like a junkyard, right? It basically is like an abandoned mansion.
Right. Right. This is an abandoned like a abandoned work factory. Even though in the Ouroboros world there was an abandoned factory, right? That probably was used during the wartime or whatever. Right. There was no hospital.
Yeah.
For some reason the Ouroboros world people did not think to build a hospital. They built a factory for some reason. I don't know why. They only built a factory. Apparently they had Apparently in the Ouroboros world, there is no injuries. On site,
well, yeah. If Chemis get injured, if Chemis get injured, you just have to use Scotch tape.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm leaving again. Oh boy, that was a great.
I'm so glad that we've reunited, daughter. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and then Renee goes.
Yeah, Renee steps back outside, and then finds the lone child. Now she's out by herself on this staircase at like midnight, and it's
at night.
It's very creepy.
Yeah. Once again, someone in this apartment complex should be reporting this to the police.
Yeah, there's a strange child outside my staircase, making like what appears to be demon pacts with a teenage high school girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's like, hey, I'm trying to avenge Gary on,
Yeah, my dad.
My fake
He's
father,
just like it's just like what you're going through.
No.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that you know what that means. You keep saying these words,
look,
Father. I don't think you know what they mean.
I think Algebro's lesson is that hey, in terms of the greatest, generational trauma is a thing. We gotta destroy generational trauma at the roots, you know, right? So please help me kill my grandfather.
Let's unite in killing the old people together. Daughters together strong.
This is the only way
to
end the cycle.
Yeah, we must team up together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, yeah, and that's the problem. So then she's like, yeah, after we murdered my grandparents, I'll promise I'll be good.
I promise I'll help you.
I'll go to bed on time.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll figure this out.
I won't ask for ice cream after dinner from every single time from now on.
I'll be a good girl and I'll stop murdering and endangering the lives of innocent human beings, and also taking over their minds and making them say creepy shit to you and negging you at every moment and harassing you.
After this.
Yeah, and then immediately the next morning, Hotaro wakes up and the dragon that we just established is the MacGuffin of this whole series and potentially part of the Philosopher's Stone is missing.
That's the most, what is possibly the most important thing in the show now
has left of its own accord, and there's a solid 3 minutes where Hotaro thinks that he might be a roast chicken that his mom is eating. Insane. An insane moment where I get what you're trying to say. I get that you're trying to be like, oh, isn't this, it's so crazy, he's so worried. You know that's a big, even if that's not a literal plastic toy, you know that's a fucking artificial, it's not gonna look like a fucking roast chicken, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Look, he doesn't know what the inside
also,
of he
already fed the dragon and he fed the egg and omelet. What are you doing? What do you think this situation is?
But don't worry. But don't look. It's not Nijigon. Yep. It's actually the mom just made a roast.
Just a full roast chicken for I guess breakfast, brunch.
Yeah. You know, actually, now that you pointed that as breakfast, you're right. This is actually crazy to be eating this for breakfast.
I could imagine going to Safeway, right, and just being like, "Fuck, I'm hungry," and you just get a fucking rotisserie chicken, and you've got a big day of doing some working out or doing manual labor or something. If you're in high school and it's a Saturday morning and your mom's like, "I made you a whole ass chicken," you better be Michael fucking Phelps, okay? I don't know what the fuck else you need that much fucking protein like that in the morning to start your day.
Look, restaurants are busy on the weekend, you know? I bet she's just prepping up, you know,
I guess.
Before spending the day being working at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah.
Anyway, the other crazy thing of this episode, Lachesis, that whole arc going on. She's just hanging out at a playground, on a playground. Not by a playground. On a playground, on playground equipment.
I don't know if you know, she's always on the other side of the playground while all the kids are on the opposite side.
Yeah, because they're scared. Because they're scared. All the parents said stay away from that strange woman.
Come over here. Don't play. Don't play on this side of the play on this side of the playground.
Yeah. Ignore whatever that weird goth loli girl is going through. We don't need to be a part of it. Just walk away.
It's so fucking funny how she's the only there. She's just staring at them, and if you look at everyone is actually avoiding her.
Yeah, and they're having a good time doing it.
It's so it's so fucking funny. Yeah. Yeah, Clotho
shows up and goes, I'm family. Oh, Ohana, how dare you leave your family?
Look, this is our life, you know, right? Look, yeah. But they decide to transform and fight in this park.
Yep. Run, little children, run.
That's a family.
Run.
That's a family. It's 2 feet away, 3 feet away from them, you know. Right?
Hey,
as this
don't
is all going on.
Run away, little kids, and I mean, honestly, once again, this is one of those things of the Kamen Rider world is just continuously funny when you think about it in terms of law enforcement, because these two adults are having a fight in literally in the middle of a children's playground with transformations and stuff and actual weapons and energy blasts, and it's the police in Japan should be here all of the time, immediately on call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hotaro is looking around. Still trying to find.
He still can't find still can't find his entire giant 2-foot plastic dragon toy that he lost. But luckily,
oh man, hey, also man, best thing about Jeremy, he's finally doing something that every villain should do, especially with modern Reiwa era writers. Hey, just attack the murder chance. That shit is too long. There's an entire full paragraph that toy has to be out.
Yeah.
You know, right? It's fucking great. I love this.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing.
German, it truly will be. He will be a true loss when he's gone. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking great. Yeah, they start fighting. We cut to Lactus and Clotus. They're in the warehouse now.
Yeah,
you know, right.
Oh.
Look, they're smart. They gotta wait for the kids. You know.
Yeah.
But Lactus immediately loses.
I mean, yeah.
She gets beat
Clotho,
up. Right
Clotho
away.
in this new form,
too strong,
this new form that is still not a real suit, but is some kind of we half-assed it on the female evil character for getting a actual monster form.
She's in her wild mode, you know, right?
Yeah.
She let her hair down.
Yeah.
That means she's unleashing all of her powers.
She's unleashed the raw power of the Caribbean man.
Yeah, she's done all that. It's over. But no, it's Spawner series.
Yes, but hey, you're facing two Valve Reds now.
Obligation.
One Valve Red.
This means nothing, you know.
One Valve Red times one Valve Red is two Valve Red, okay? And then they both Valve Reds lose.
Yeah,
both Valve Reds have now lost. It's now. It turns out that 1 times 1 is actually just the value of 1. It's still just 1.
Yeah, man. It is, man. Valrod, Spawner cannot win.
Yeah, he is the king of L's.
Man, I look, you know, right? Her power up is too strong. You know, right? It is over for him.
Yeah.
So this golem is really annoying.
They can't beat him. But he's really strong.
We cannot beat the. We gotta beat this. Yeah. And then everyone just gets their ass beat. You know, right? Everyone is just losing this episode.
I mean, at least we get to focus back on Platinum Gotchard, right? Platinum Gotchard coming back and being the star of the show. Hey, we didn't. It's really funny because, for all intents and purposes, with the exception of the alchemy aspect of Rainbow Gotchard, Platinum Gotchard does all the same things as Rainbow Gotchard. It's just Rainbow Gotchard adds the you can't corrupt me in my little playing cards either. And also I can summon a fucking and I can summon I can manifest them into real life as their full forms. But that's I don't know if that's that big of a difference. But yeah, Jermaine gives his golem a power boost to go fuck up them kids. And we're left with the cliffhanger of, oh my god.
We end on a cliffhanger, you know?
I think the first real cliffhanger of this entire show.
Yeah, that's actually threatening. No, man, is actively not looking good for our main cast.
Yeah.
You know, right? Nijigan is still lost. You know, but hey, that's this week's episode. Was it next week? Was it, boy? If you thought Hopper 1's little adventure episode was fun,
it's time for old enough Nijigan form.
Yeah. All right. Here's this week's blog post. Let's go through this. I think there's actually a lot of stuff that reveal in this blog episode.
Let's find out.
In this blog post that's actually important.
Okay. So what do we got?
Oh yep. Oh boy. Oh yep. They confirmed that. Hey, look, Gigas is. Yep. He is definitely the youngest. He is definitely that makes sense. You know. Okay, let's see. That's always thing. Yeah. Gigas is the weakest. Okay. Yep. Oh, yeah. They're just straight up saying that Gigas just fucking sucks. Right?
They literally just wanted to have the Okay, that's damn. Get bitched. So does that mean that Galia is supposed to be the strongest one?
Is Galia? I feel like she's right. Is she B? Right. If Gigas is C, right?
Right. It feels, but it seems like Galia is.
I don't even look. We haven't seen Galia do enough yet, right? So we can't say who.
I mean,
right? You know, right?
Jermaine is definitely the one that is the most aggressive with this whole thing.
Yeah, he's having the best out of it, you know. Yeah. Right. But yeah, okay. Oh, cool. It turns. Oh yeah, so it turns out all three of them have like 33% power.
Yeah, so
Shore and Nijigun is the 1%.
Yep.
So they're fighting for that 1% share.
Oh,
of
it's
the
the
company,
1%.
right?
Yeah.
Whoever gets that 1%.
Whoever gets that
share,
1% share. Oh, it's
man, whoever gets that 1%.
Succession? Is this what Succession is about? I never watched it. They
said it. Jermaine is Abyssal King A.
Okay, yeah.
So he's A.
Yeah. So what does B do?
A few posts out there. Oh man, I mean, according to the Wikipedia, she has control over astrology. So
what does that mean? Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay, so Germain is love, Gigist is understanding, and Galia is fate. Okay. Sure, I guess.
Hey, the core theme of the show, you know.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Presumably, one of the few female show writers is dealing with all of the other. Like, I'm not saying that it's better to have men write female stories, but I also don't feel like it's good to just be like, look, just give all the female parts to this one female writer, and she'll take care of all of it. Let's see, what else do we have?
Yeah, she should know what to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh no! Yeah. So
real time. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So now it's called Clotho Rebus.
Everything is happening in real time. Yep. Is that what they're calling it? So...
Yeah, because he always wanted to have Abyss Gear versus Iron Eyes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Shit! That's awesome! That's awesome! Samimaru Senpai's request of we lost our primary mission, so what should we do next?
We lost
is actually what the production team was saying. So.
Holy shit, that's fucking amazing! I was just joking how the last few episodes was gonna be them doing a bunch of useless fucking side quests. Holy shit, that's amazing! Oh my god! They're really just making up shit now as they go along! That's fucking great!
Awesome!
Oh
that's awesome! Oh my god!
That's actually amazing.
The other is related to the question of what do we do with the collected chemis, and so their idea is to just have them get taken away, I guess? Oh god.
Again? Boy, they can't just keep reusing that plot device. They have lost their... The chemis have been stolen like 12 times now, you know. Right? Man, that's actually
what the
amazing.
fuck?
Alright, hey, next week is a dance battle or something.
Some shit, yeah. We're gonna see if Nijigan can lay down those sick beats.
Here's the meat for this week. You know, right?
I mean, yeah. Jesus. Oh god.
Alright, that's this week's episode. But I was looking at the production notes for next week's episode. Per next week's episode, they're like it's all the stars. All the stars are aligned, you know. But it's not the star of the star of the star that's showing up.
No. That would be too cool.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of other people just showing up next to like, hey, sure. You know, hey, you guys liked it when we did it at the high school, so we're doing it again.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, whatever. Fuck it. Alright, that's this week's episode. Alright, Kate, thanks, bye. Tariq, so I have an update to my story from last week.
Now, this being the key story.
About my missing keys.
Okay, so did you find them at...
Yeah, we're still winning the key.
Did you go to a swinger party? Did somebody go to a swinger party and suddenly they had your car keys?
No, that was not it. I wish it was that. That way I would have still had gotten my keys back, but that is not it. So, I told you last week how I lost my keys in my room, and I've been using my backup keys, right? So today I went through my car again, right? And I found my key.
The original one,
okay? Oh yeah. I found the key that I lost last year.
Right, yeah, the one that you've been looking for, yeah. Wait, what?
No.
Wait, the other key?
I did not find those keys. I found the first set of keys. So the key I'm currently using right now is my my third copy of my key. the key that I lost.
That we most recently lost
was my second pair.
So you were already on.
Yeah.
So you failed to mention that you were already on the backup, and now you were on the backup of the backup, and now you found the original. Now you found the original.
Yeah. So the story. Yeah. So I went through my car, right? Once again, thinking that I might have missed something.
Right. I mean, you did miss something a year ago. A year ago, you missed something.
Yeah. So a year ago, I lost my first set of keys. I was like, oh wait, this is fucked up. This is really bad.
Yeah.
You know, right? I need my keys for my car to drive because we established that my car is a future car and it will not move. You know, right? If I don't have the stupid little electronic beeping for it. You know. So I was like, fuck. So, but fortunately, when I lost my first pair of keys, right, my first set, right, I was smart and I made a backup set just in case for this exact scenario. You know, so that's when I started using my second pair of keys, the backup keys. All right.
Yeah, the backups, right?
You know, so I started using my backup pair, and then I realized, boy, hey man, I need to be careful just in case if I lose this. So let me go make another. Let me go make a backup of the backup pair of keys. So this will take. So that way that key set will be technically key set 3. You know.
Yeah.
We call that key 3. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so for the last year or so, I have been using my backup pair of keys because I lost my first set of keys, the OG keys. Right.
Yeah, now
that, you know, and
the OG is back.
And then finally, 2 weeks ago, somehow I don't know how, I came home, went to sleep, woke up, missing my backup pair of keys. Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, how did this happen again? You know. Right, I don't understand how this is happening. Are there little elves?
Have you considered the '90s solution of chain wallet?
You know, right? Yeah. So that's when I lost my backup, the K2. You know, right? Forcing me to use K3, which I have been using now for the last 2 weeks. You know. Right. And then so this morning, like I think probably like a few hours ago, I think for the time of this recording, like 3 hours ago, I went through my car again, trying one more time, and that's why I found K1, the OG.
Somehow it's still alive. Oh my god.
These keys I am looking.
Yeah, not the keys specifically.
I don't know how this is.
So what keys were attached to that?
My car for the last.
So wait, what keys are attached? Were those car keys also have like a copy of your house key and stuff?
Yep.
Okay, so you're back to.
So I was like, technically, I solved my problem.
Yeah.
You know, right? I'm losing my car keys and finding it, but now I also created more problems. Like, so I have the original set, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still missing K2. You know,
K2 is still somewhere.
Stage, you know? Yeah. So now I am I don't know how I got to the situation with my keys, right? I don't know how I have K3 and K1, and you know, I kind of called it quits when I lost K1. I was like, oh man, I have never seen K1 again.
That's gone.
K1 ran away.
Yeah, we've moved past it.
You know, like I accepted the loss. I accepted the loss of K1, right? You know. And now that it came back into my life, I'm like, oh boy, man.
I hate to tell you that I've already moved on to my third wife. Don't ask about what happened to the second wife. But hey, I'm so glad you're still alive. Oh my god, wow, that's crazy. The police found you. Holy shit!
I had to change the batteries, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had to change the battery, obviously.
Because I was gonna say, if it was lost in your car, but you could still turn it on, that would have been the sign that it was just in your car.
Yeah, but I think my car is also so it got disconnected, right? Somehow because in order for like the thing to actually work, the key slot has to be inserted right into the device, right? For some reason, I don't know. It's very weird, but yeah. So that is my current struggle right now. I am now don't know how struggling to find the K2 keys again, right? You know,
and then once you have the K2 keys, you'll have all 3 pieces of the Kingdom Hearts, and you'll be able to open up the Kingdom Hearts.
It'll be like that. It will be like that scene from Gravity Falls, you know, when
finally I have all. Oh my god, it is you're Grunkle Stan.
Yeah, right. I'll have all. Look, it took me. It's a year-long process, you know, right?
But I finally have all 3 books.
That is my current. that is my current conundrum with my car, right?
Yeah.
So technically, the worst part, I was about to this week, right? Because I'm a paranoid person, right? That as soon as I use something, I immediately have to make a backup of it, right? I was about this week to go make another backup of my
Jesus
car
Christ.
keys.
I mean,
Oh, fuck.
technically that is the right, but by all implications of how your behavior works, that was the right choice for you to make. You do need to do that at some point. There will need to be a K4 at some point. But for now, you can take a break.
I was legit about to go make K4 this week. Like, I was about to go online and order it and everything. Then I found K1. I was like, oh. Great. Does that mean I solved the problem of not having to make a K4 now?
Yeah, I mean, I think that solves the problem. Yeah, you go back to the original. Now you can stop using the third. And, the second will show up eventually.
Yeah, hopefully it'll decide to come back into my life.
It's like when the hero, in like a mecha series or like a power suit series, they've gotten like 2 or 3 or 4 upgrades, and in the end, the final fight is just decided by them using their base form, and it's like, so you had to go all the way back to the original.
That'll be fucking stupid, you know? Imagine if your protagonist had all these fucking upgraded forms and powers, and then for some reason in the final battle, they decide to use their original
that would be crazy.
You know, maybe it's after they have like a realizing. Like, maybe after their eyes...
After they've been realizing the arc of their growth, they realize that they shouldn't focus on the way that things...
right? Or, look, it'll be an almighty story for them to tell, you know? No wonder why they were never using their original base set to begin with.
Yeah, they should really revise their way of thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, that is my current situation, and I feel like I somehow got stuck in like a loop.
No, you're definitely in a loop. You fucked yourself. You gotta go. Yeah. Look, I'm telling you, you gotta go old. Like, you gotta go grunge skater move and just chain wallet this shit to your hip.